Good morning, or whatever time of the day it is where you are. Just like to address something quickly. I had a request on my last video, I think, to start with a blank canvas and right from a blank canvas go through to a finished canvas in one video. And obviously not necessarily in one sitting, because the way I paint, certainly nowadays, is I almost never finish a painting in one day. Although it only takes an hour or 2 hours or maybe 3 hours to work on one, I'll move on to something else that I do not show on camera. So, you know, there's quite a length of time. There are hundreds, thousands of channels out there where you will see somebody do a demonstration and they will take a blank canvas and they will do start to finish. It'll, you know, typically be a smaller canvas and take you through every stroke, every brush stroke and until the thing is done. Almost none of these people are actual professional artists. Their channels are designed to teach the basics, typically aimed towards beginners or maybe intermediate. But you'll very rarely, I don't know of any actual professional artists, I mean those who paint full-time, where they simply take you from beginning to end without clipping bits, without a lot of editing, without a lot of knitting things together and sewing them together and coming up with a video. You would not believe the amount of time it takes to do that. Now, I don't make a penny from YouTube. I do this as an offering to help anybody who can glean from my information and use it for themselves. It's not a teaching channel. It's not, never was intended to be. It's not going to become one. When I'm painting, I do my best work in isolation. And even though it's only a camera, if I know that there's a camera looking over my shoulder, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not thrilled with it at all. I do not like that. I like to know that I'm in complete isolation. So, you know, that's a big part of the reason that I won't do it. You know, I might look at this. I might sit in my chair here, facing that, for 10 minutes before I put one stroke of charcoal on, deciding my division of space on the painting. Then I'll lay a line on or 2 lines on, or maybe go right into it. Maybe very quickly a scene will appear. I don't know that. But if it doesn't happen, you have a blob of 10 minutes where I'm sitting here staring at it, or a minute, or 3 minutes, or what have you. All those things I would have to remove from my ultimate video, and that's just before I've even got a charcoal sketch on here. So no, I'm not willing to put that much labor into it. Yes, I understand, I can appreciate that for my viewers, for you guys, it's a little more convenient if you can see an entire painting from beginning to end in one video. But that's a little more convenient. For me, it's hugely it's a little more convenient for you to see that. But for me, it's a massive amount of work and highly inconvenient. So I'm sorry, I won't be going there. Usually on my videos, if you've been following me or if following my channel, or if you see the paintings develop, you'll see from one video to the next the progression of it. You know, you can glean just as much information from those as you could from a beginning to end video. So here, let me just... I'm just going to go through, I wrote a few things down in case I forget something. Yeah, this is not a teaching channel. It's an invitation for you to come along, watch what I do, how I do it. You're always welcome to ask questions. Please give them a little bit of thought before you ask them, because there's a very good chance that if you only watch the first 5 minutes of a video, the answer to your question will already have shown up later in the video or in a previous video. I'm not worried if I have to answer. I'm constantly answering the same question many times, but I appreciate it if you know, you put thought into your question. Anyway, yes, there are stupid questions. I'm not going to poke fun at you, but there are. Okay, not a teaching channel. Number 2, don't like a camera looking over my shoulder. You know, another reason that I don't like a camera over my shoulder is that when I'm standing or sitting in front of my canvas, I will lean way over this way, I'll lean way over that way, I'll stand up, I'll back up. My head will be in the way of the camera. I'll in the back of my mind know that you can't see what I'm doing for a moment. Many times throughout its progress, I'll stand up, back up. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to think about explaining anything. And I just want to focus entirely on this. So the camera thing, you know, I can't seem to get over that. If I designed this as a teaching channel, I would just live with it and that would be fine. But the paintings themselves are what hold my attention. That's my priority. Okay. Yeah, a painting, my paintings take several days. You know, unless I'm doing a plein air, which I haven't done any this summer, you know, a little 5x7 to an 8x10 to maybe a 10x12. In that case, I don't mind doing it all in one shot. But I'm still probably going to take it home and do a few finishing touches in the studio. It has happened that I've done a small canvas, maybe a 12x16 or something. I have in past videos actually done a few videos start to finish, but it's not something I want to promise or make a habit of. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. It goes so well that, great, turns out. But anything larger than that, there's too much involved. Okay. Yeah, knitting together clips and editing is far too time consuming. I only have so much time in a day. I want to devote it to painting. And there are other things I like to do too. Okay. Yeah, and back to my last really note was that, you know, I know that there are professional artists out there, top-notch guys, well, ladies and guys, men and women, who show certain aspects of the process, but I guarantee you not one of those videos shows you everything all the way through. You'd have a 4-hour long video. You might have a 2-day long video or a 4-day long video if you want to go uninterrupted, so can't do that. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. There are little nuances here and there, little things don't need to get into. I think I've answered the question. If I haven't, please, you know, leave in the comments. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to figure it out shortly. I have my stick of charcoal. I am going to put a sketch on here. Still don't know if it's going to be a knife or a brush. I am still leaning towards a painting with water in it. Okay, talk to you soon, guys. Have a good day.